This story revolving around Emma and her boss Robert Miller. So Emma landed her dream job. She felt like her life was finally on track. Fresh out of college, she had always envisioned working at a prestigious marketing firm, and now she was an assistant at Blue Wave Marketing. Her boss, Mr. Robert Miller, was a charismatic and ambitious man in his late 30s. He had a reputation for being a genius in the industry, but also for being demanding and sometimes difficult to please. Emma admired Robert from the start. He was everything she wanted to be: successful, confident, and respected. She often stayed late, not just because she wanted to impress him, but because she genuinely loved her work. Her colleagues noticed her dedication and often teased her, saying she was aiming for a promotion faster than anyone else. One evening, after most of the office had cleared out, Robert approached Emma's desk. "Still here, Emma? You should go home and get some rest." Emma looked up from her computer and smiled. "Just finishing up a few things, but I'll head out soon." Robert leaned against her desk, his eyes softening. "You know, your hard work hasn't gone unnoticed. You're a valuable part of this team." Emma felt a flutter of pride. "Thank you, Mr. Miller. That means a lot." "Call me Robert," he said with a smile. "And if you're not in a hurry, would you like to grab a drink? I'd love to hear more about your ideas for the upcoming campaign." Surprised but excited, Emma agreed. They went to a nearby bar and talked for hours. Emma found Robert to be not only intelligent, but also charming and funny. He seemed genuinely interested in her thoughts and ideas, which made her feel appreciated and valued. As the weeks went by, their professional relationship deepened. Robert often invited Emma to lunch or coffee, and they spent a lot of time discussing work and occasionally personal matters. Emma found herself drawn to him, and it wasn't long before she realized she had developed feelings for him. One late night, after working on a crucial presentation, Robert suggested they celebrate their progress. They opened a bottle of wine in his office, and as the night went on, the atmosphere became more intimate. Emma felt a mix of excitement and nervousness as Robert's hand brushed against hers. "Emma," he said softly, "I can't deny that I've been feeling a connection with you. There's something special about you." Her heart raced. "I feel the same way, Robert. But what about the consequences? Our professional relationship?" Robert looked into her eyes. "We'll take it one step at a time. Let's not overthink it tonight." That night, Emma and Robert crossed a line they could never uncross. They spent the night together, and everything changed. Initially, their relationship was exhilarating. They kept it a secret, fearing the judgment of their colleagues and the potential impact on their careers. But secrets have a way of coming out, and soon enough, whispers began circulating around the office. Emma noticed the change in how people treated her, some with envy, others with disdain. Robert tried to reassure her. "Let them talk. We know the truth. We're good together, Emma." But the pressure was mounting. Emma started to feel the weight of their secret relationship. She worried constantly about how it might affect her career and her reputation. She began to doubt herself, questioning if her achievements were due to her hard work or her relationship with Robert. One day, Robert called Emma into his office. "Emma, I need to talk to you about something serious." Her heart sank. "What is it, Robert?" He sighed, running a hand through his hair. "The board found out about us. They're not happy. They see it as a conflict of interest, and they're demanding that I end our relationship or face consequences." Emma felt a lump in her throat. "What are you going to do?" Robert looked torn. "I don't want to lose you, Emma, but I also can't risk my position. I've worked too hard to get here." Emma's eyes filled with tears. "So, what are you saying?" He looked at her, pained. "I think we need to take a step back, at least for now." Emma felt devastated. She tried to focus on her work, but her heart wasn't in it anymore. She felt betrayed and used, questioning if their relationship had ever meant anything to Robert. Her colleagues' whispers grew louder, and she felt more isolated than ever. Determined not to let this define her, Emma threw herself into her work. She wanted to prove to everyone, and to herself, that she was more than just the girl who slept with her boss. Her hard work paid off, and she started to gain recognition for her achievements. But the pain of her broken relationship with Robert lingered. They maintained a professional demeanor in the office, but every interaction was strained. Emma missed the closeness they once had, but she also knew she needed to move on. One evening, as she was preparing to leave the office, Robert approached her. "Emma, can we talk?" She looked at him, her heart heavy. "What is it, Robert?" "I've been thinking a lot about us," he said. "I made a mistake. I should have fought for us, but I was scared." Emma felt a surge of emotions. "It's too late, Robert. You hurt me. I don't know if I can trust you again." He looked remorseful. "I understand, but I want you to know that I still care about you, and I'll always be grateful for what we had." Emma nodded, tears in her eyes. "I need to move on, Robert. For my sake." As time went on, Emma found strength she didn't know she had. She continued to excel in her career, eventually earning a promotion that had nothing to do with Robert. She built new relationships and friendships, proving to herself and others that she was a talented professional in her own right. Robert remained a part of her life, but their relationship became strictly professional. They both learned from their mistakes and grew as individuals. Emma realized that her worth was not tied to any man, but to her own abilities and determination. In the end, Emma emerged stronger and wiser. She had faced a difficult situation and come out on top, ready to take on whatever challenges life threw at her next. And while her relationship with Robert had ended, It had taught her valuable lessons about love, trust, and the importance of self-respect. The journey hadn't been easy, but Emma knew she was on the right path, a path that was truly her own.